said, I know you, and I know who you're looking for, but she don't live here anymore. She's somewhere, that throne of God. I keep searching, searching, until I show God's throne. Yes, people sing. Yes, I went to the house where she.
Hello to you all. By sitting there and listening what our granddaughter have to say and our daughter and uncle a while ago. You know, me there to sing a song. I sing a little piece of one song for myself. Fear for sing Nadine song and Johnny song, Bishop song. So something go like this. All of these flowers for this mom's of ours, such a shame. All of these people, all of us people, it feels the same. There's silence and weeping, look like she's sleeping, the children say. They say she was ready, she says she was ready, the prayers I say. When Gabriel begins to blow, victory shall be mine. When the horses get ready to go, angels won't leave her behind. We got to get ready when the chariot comes. And how do I say goodbye to what we have and the good times that made us laugh away in bed? I thought we get to see forever, but forever's gone, no way. And it's so hard to say goodbye to Mama Elise. And something like this. And I don't know where this road and it's going to lead. Was it not even all our grandchildren? But all them know is where they've been, and they've been too. But if we get to see forever, I know forever's gone, no way. And it's so hard to say goodbye to Mommy Elise. Where's the good times of the teaching? I want somebody sick for 64 years, you know. God love her. Yes. I have somebody that I never hear this said for a long time. Want somebody sick for so much years. God love her. So we're going to take the good times and more said. We're going to share the good times and share with all our people that live in Dubai and say. And we'll take with we the memories to be sunshine after today. And it's so hard to say goodbye to Mommy Elise. Not even respect. I don't know my years, you know. See?
I just want to say thank you all for coming out today. Please bear with me a little bit more. I stand before you all today, the representative of a family in grief and mourning. In remembering the life and time of the late Elizabeth Fuller, more affectionately known as Miss Mrs., who was more than my grandmother. She was my rock, my holy grail. Elizabeth Fuller, the mother, the grandmother, the great-grandmother and great-great-grandmother, was born on the 13th of March, 1923, in Brownsville, St. Catherine. She left Brownsville during her adolescent years to reside in Loyalsville, where she remained until the time of her death. It was during this time that she met and fell hopelessly in love with Papa, Clifford Gillespie, whom everyone nicknamed Titanic. He became her first and only love. That unbreakable bond gave birth to 4 generations. 6 children, 2 of which were twins and are deceased, 20 grandchildren, 41 great-grandchildren, and 2 great-great-grandchildren. My grandmother never got married to my grandfather because she maintained that Papa would die before her, leaving her widow. Along our journey through the passage of life, we inevitably encounter obstacles and impediments, some worse than others. Mama's obstacle came at the age of 24, when she was struck by an unexplainable illness that left her unable to walk from then until the time of her passing. From there on, her life became a challenge which she embraced with steadfast strength and determination. She spent most of her life in the confines of her home. Nevertheless, she was such a cheerful and jovial presence that it was easy to sometimes forget the cruel blow she was dealt by fate. Mama was a fighter. She fought hard to assert her independence. She did not want anyone to feel sorry for her, and she did not expect people to give her charity just because she was not able to move about. She cleaned her own home. Trust me, you can see yourself in the border after Mama Shirley. She washed her own clothes, spread her own bed, and cooked her own food. Yes, she did it all. I don't know much else about my grandmother's life story. I don't know much about the struggles she must have had as a young woman in the 1940s, raising 4 children without being able to walk. I don't know what it was that made her the very essence, the epitome of strength. But what I do know is that her love for my late grandfather, her children, great-grandchildren, was unquestionable. I do know that she was a gracious and dignified woman. I do know that she would not hesitate to lick you with her broomstick. I recall fond memories one night, many moons ago, when my Aunt Curlew, my cousin Janet, and I went to a dance and came back late. Our respective parents locked us out the house, and we decided to sleep in Mama's house. When we knocked on the door, Mama said, "Who that?" And we answered. She said, "No, better move from the door before we pan a piece of bread for us to come here and clear me." Nonetheless, she still let me in. I could do no wrong for her. Today, I can proudly say that I'm gladdened beyond that which I deserve. Because for me, I knew what her house smelled like. The broadness of her smile, the rays of light that shone in her beautiful penetrating eyes, the beautiful symphony carried by the sound of her laughter, the tenderness of her touches, the firmness of her voice, and the stern warning of all the gunmen in the town barbarous. But above all, I knew that Mama loved me very much. I went to visit Mama on the eve of her death. She complained that she was tired and her bones were weak, and she's ready to go back to the Almighty God. While sitting on her bed with her, she asked that I pray for her. I did not realize it would be the last time I would see her alive, because she was so vibrant, still smiling, and her strength transmitted in her every word. God gave me a priceless gift that day, one that I will carry with me until I meet her in heaven. It was in those final moments at her bedside that I saw in her eyes all the things that she had never said or done, the dreams she may have had that were never manifested, the joy that seeing her loved ones gave her, and the energy that transcended the years that for the most part was unkind to her physical being. We will all feel cheated that Mama was taken from us. Yet we must be grateful that she came along. Our family is a tree with all the branches and leaves leading back to this selfless woman with roots deep in the ground of strength. For me, it is extremely difficult to imagine life without her. The foundation that gave us all life. Knowing that my children's children will never know what it feels like to be hugged and kissed by this remarkable woman overwhelms me with sadness. However, somewhere deep inside my heart and soul, I know that although our body is gone, she will live on in the profundity of all our beings. I still see her laughter when I look at my own child, Calvin. I see her work ethics in her only son, Wagon. Her cleanliness in my aunt, Di. Her strength I will see when I look at her granddaughter, Gracia. Her humility in my mother. Her pride in my brother, Mark. Her fierceness in Kadeen. And her life, blood, and memory in all her children, grandchildren, and their offspring. All of my family gathered here today is her legacy, and we are very proud that we came forth from her. Please, God, take care of Mama for me. And Mama, you always ask her to close the door behind us. But remember say you can't ask her to close the door as I say, I'm going to lock you out. To all of you here today, I'll say this. The pain of love is only for those who have loved. So I who have loved my grandma knows the scream of anguish in my heart. You see, the truth is, tomorrow the sun will rise in a new day. And with this day brings the rest of my life. My grandmother, my heroine, I will gladly spend all my time cherishing your memory until I meet you at heaven's gate. Rest assured that it is only the strength of the message that Mama taught me through the years that will allow me to move forward. She was an amazingly wonderful woman in the most beautiful, intense sense of the word. I miss her with all that is me, and I love all the petals that made up the beautiful rose called Elizabeth Fuller. Rest in peace, Mama dearest. I know her soul will be perpetually guided by God's light.
Happy